Canada's recent decision to finalize a Gripen fighter jet deal has sent ripples across the aviation world, not only for its strategic military implications, but also for its unexpected connection to Canada's aviation history. The deal, which involves the acquisition of the latest Saab Gripen E/F models, has revived memories of one of Canada's most ambitious and controversial aerospace projects, the Avro Arrow. The Arrow, a supersonic interceptor developed in the 1950s, represented Canada's technical prowess and its potential to compete in the global fighter aircraft arena. However, its abrupt cancellation in 1959 left a void in the nation's aerospace ambitions, a gap that many enthusiasts and experts have long lamented. With Rolls Royce now playing a key role in the Gripen deal, the connection between past and present is more tangible than ever. The Gripen deal is not just about modernizing the Canadian Air Force. It also represents a rekindling of industrial partnerships and technological exchanges that echo the collaborative spirit of the Aero era. Rolls Royce, a company with a long-standing reputation for advanced engine design, is providing critical support that will power the Gripens, effectively bridging decades of aerospace innovation. The Arrow's original engines, the Avro Canada Orenda, were cutting-edge in their time, showcasing Canada's ability to produce high-performance jet engines. Today, with Rolls-Royce engines under the hood, Canada benefits from proven reliability and efficiency, while also maintaining a connection to its historical engineering heritage. Strategically, the Gripen acquisition positions Canada in a favorable spot within NATO and international defense networks. The Arrow was designed as a high-speed interceptor to counter the Soviet bomber threat during the Cold War. Similarly, the Gripen offers multi-role capabilities suitable for modern threats, including advanced air defense, reconnaissance, and precision strike missions. This continuity in purpose, defense readiness, technological leadership, and strategic autonomy underscores why many aviation historians view the Gripen deal as a symbolic revival of the Arrow's legacy. It is not merely a procurement, it is a statement of intent, demonstrating Canada's renewed commitment to maintaining a cutting-edge air force. The economic and industrial implications are also significant. The original Arrow program had employed thousands of Canadian engineers, technicians, and manufacturers, driving innovation across the aerospace sector. Its cancellation had a chilling effect on Canada's aerospace industry, leading to a brain drain and the dispersal of skilled personnel to other countries. By contrast, the Gripen deal includes local industrial participation, technology transfers, and support contracts, which could once again stimulate Canada's aerospace ecosystem. Rolls-Royce's involvement amplifies this effect, as Canadian facilities and engineers will collaborate with the company for engine maintenance, upgrades, and training, creating jobs and fostering expertise that resonates with the spirit of the Arrow program. Public perception of the Gripen deal is inevitably colored by nostalgia for the Arrow. The Avro Arrow is often remembered as a symbol of Canadian ingenuity and ambition, and many Canadians feel a sense of pride in seeing their country invest again in advanced fighter technology. Media coverage has highlighted this connection, emphasizing the continuity of vision from the Arrow to the Gripen. While modern jets are technologically distinct from the Arrow, the underlying themes, sovereignty, innovation, and national pride, remain remarkably consistent. For a generation that only knows Canada's military aviation through historical narratives and older aircraft, this deal represents a tangible link to a legacy that was prematurely interrupted. Beyond nostalgia, the Gripen deal also highlights Canada's strategic recalibration in the modern defense landscape. In the 1950s, the Avro Arrow was a response to the immediate threat of Soviet bombers, representing the peak of interceptor technology at that time. Today, threats are more diverse and technologically sophisticated, ranging from hypersonic missiles to cyber warfare and regional air conflicts. The Gripen E/F, with its multi-role capabilities, advanced avionics, and networked combat systems, allows Canada to respond effectively to contemporary challenges. This ensures that the nation maintains a credible deterrent, capable of both defending its airspace and participating in multinational operations alongside NATO allies. In essence, while the Arrow was focused on speed and altitude to intercept incoming bombers, the Gripen embodies versatility, connectivity, and precision, hallmarks of modern air power. The role of Rolls-Royce cannot be overstated in this context. Their engines not only power the Gripens, but also represent decades of accumulated aerospace expertise. Canadian engineers will work closely with Rolls-Royce teams to integrate and maintain the engines, ensuring operational readiness and knowledge transfer. This partnership mirrors the collaborative spirit of the Arrow program, where Canadian designers, engineers, and international suppliers combined efforts to achieve a groundbreaking result. In doing so, the Gripen deal becomes a bridge between historical achievement and modern capability, demonstrating how strategic alliances can enhance both national security and industrial growth. It also highlights the importance of sustaining domestic technical expertise, a lesson learned from the Arrow's abrupt cancellation. Canada's aerospace industry stands to benefit significantly from this deal. Unlike the Arrow, which was fully domestically produced but eventually shelved, the Gripen program allows for meaningful Canadian participation in maintenance, training, and potential upgrades. Local companies will be engaged in producing components, performing engine overhauls, and contributing to software updates. This not only revitalizes Canadian industrial capacity, but also helps retain highly skilled engineers and technicians who might otherwise seek opportunities abroad. The infusion of modern aerospace work provides long-term economic benefits and reinforces Canada's reputation as a capable participant in high-tech defense manufacturing. The political dimension of the deal is equally compelling. The Arrow's cancellation was mired in political controversy, with debates over cost, sovereignty, and strategic relevance dominating headlines. The Gripen acquisition, while less controversial, still reflects careful calculation of cost, operational value, and alliance commitments. By choosing a proven, cost-effective platform with international support, Canada avoids the pitfalls that doomed the Arrow program. Yet, symbolically, the Gripen's introduction carries the spirit of ambition and technological pride that the Arrow once embodied. It signals that Canada is not just a buyer of foreign aircraft, but a collaborator in aerospace innovation, capable of integrating cutting-edge technology while maintaining a strong industrial base at home. Public reaction has been a mix of excitement and cautious optimism. Aviation enthusiasts, former Arrow engineers, and defense analysts have praised the move as a nod to Canada's historical aspirations. Many view Rolls Royce's involvement as a key factor, providing world-class engineering support that ensures the Gripens will perform reliably for decades. Schools, museums, and media outlets have begun drawing parallels between the Arrow's visionary design and the Gripen's modern capabilities, turning this procurement into an educational and inspirational story. The technological implications of the Gripen deal are profound, particularly when viewed through the lens of Canada's aerospace history. The Avro Arrow was a marvel of its time, featuring delta-wing design, supersonic speed, and advanced radar systems that were unparalleled in the 1950s. Its abrupt cancellation left Canadian engineers dispersed around the world, contributing their expertise to other nations' aerospace programs, including NASA and major U.S. defense projects. With the Gripen, Canada is reclaiming a measure of that lost expertise. By participating in engine integration, maintenance, and software upgrades in collaboration with Rolls Royce, Canada ensures that its engineers remain engaged in cutting-edge technology, building a modern legacy that echoes the Arrow's pioneering spirit. Another critical aspect is the strategic flexibility the Gripen offers. Unlike the Arrow, which was designed primarily as an interceptor, the Gripen is a multi-role fighter capable of performing air-to-air combat, ground attack, and reconnaissance missions. Its modern avionics suite, including AESA radar, electronic warfare capabilities, and networked data sharing, allows Canadian pilots to operate effectively within joint and coalition environments. This versatility addresses one of the Arrow's historical limitations. While technologically advanced, the Arrow's operational scope was narrowly focused. Today, with a broader mission profile, the Gripen ensures that Canada can project air power efficiently while remaining interoperable with NATO allies and key partners, reinforcing both defense and diplomatic influence. The involvement of Rolls Royce brings an additional layer of reliability and performance assurance. The Gripen E/F is powered by engines that are the culmination of decades of aerospace engineering refinement, offering fuel efficiency, durability, and high thrust-to-weight ratios. For Canada, this means not only superior performance, but also reduced operational risks and life cycle costs. The Arrow's engines, though groundbreaking in their era, faced challenges in scaling production and ensuring long-term reliability, a factor that contributed to political and logistical concerns in the 1950s. Rolls-Royce's expertise mitigates similar risks today, ensuring that the Gripens can sustain high operational tempos without the uncertainties that plagued historical projects. Economically, the deal revitalizes aspects of Canada's aerospace supply chain. Local workshops, maintenance facilities, and engineering teams will engage directly with Rolls Royce and Saab, participating in upgrades, spare parts production, and technical support. This creates high-value employment opportunities and ensures knowledge retention within the Canadian aerospace sector. The ripple effect is similar to the Arrow program at its peak, when thousands of engineers and technicians were directly involved in design, testing, and production. Now, decades later, Canada can recreate a smaller but strategically significant industrial ecosystem, blending domestic talent with international expertise to maintain operational independence. Finally, the Gripen deal carries a cultural and symbolic resonance that extends beyond technology and economics. The Arrow remains a potent symbol of Canadian innovation, ambition, and what might have been, a story of unrealized potential that continues to capture the public imagination. By securing the Gripen and involving Rolls-Royce in the project, Canada bridges the gap between historical aspiration and modern capability. It is a reminder that while the Arrow was never fully realized operationally, its spirit endures in contemporary projects. The Gripen deal is, therefore, more than a military procurement. It is a statement that Canada values its aerospace heritage, invests in the future, and remains committed to technological excellence in the defense sector. The Gripen deal highlights the geopolitical dimensions that make this acquisition significant. The Avro Arrow was conceived during the Cold War, a time when air defense capabilities were critical to national survival. Today, Canada faces a different but equally complex security environment, with threats ranging from cyber attacks and drone warfare to regional conflicts and advanced aerial threats. The Gripen's advanced systems, combined with Rolls-Royce's reliable engines, give Canada a credible platform to meet these challenges head-on. It ensures that the nation can maintain sovereignty over its airspace while contributing meaningfully to international security initiatives and NATO missions, reinforcing its strategic relevance on the global stage. The deal also strengthens Canada's commitment to industrial partnerships. Historically, the Arrow program relied heavily on domestic production, but lacked the international collaboration that might have ensured its long-term sustainability. In contrast, the Gripen deal is structured to incorporate both Canadian industrial participation and strategic collaboration with international partners. Rolls-Royce's involvement brings decades of expertise in engine design and reliability while integrating Canadian engineers into the process. This model not only guarantees a high-performing aircraft fleet, but also ensures the growth of domestic technical skills, laying the foundation for long-term innovation and industrial resilience. By learning from the past, Canada avoids repeating the mistakes that led to the Arrow's cancellation, ensuring that future projects are both ambitious and sustainable. Training and operational readiness are other key benefits of the Gripen acquisition. Modern fighter aircraft require intensive pilot training, maintenance expertise, and operational integration to reach full capability. The Gripen's design facilitates easier pilot transition and lower maintenance complexity compared to other contemporary fighters, making it suitable for Canada's defense needs. Canadian pilots and engineers will gain first-hand experience with one of the world's most advanced multi-role fighters, which has proven itself in European and international operations. This exposure boosts military effectiveness and inspires a new generation of aerospace professionals who can carry forward the legacy of innovation that began with the Arrow. Another important aspect is the symbolic message this deal sends internationally. By selecting a platform that blends advanced technology with industrial collaboration, Canada demonstrates that it values both capability and strategic partnerships. The Avro Arrow, though impressive, was ultimately an isolated national endeavor, vulnerable to political shifts and cost concerns. The Gripen, supported by Rolls-Royce and international expertise, shows that Canada can integrate into global defense networks while maintaining sovereignty and technical competence. This approach strengthens Canada's defense posture, reassures allies, and enhances its diplomatic leverage in matters of security and aerospace cooperation. Public enthusiasm and media narratives have further amplified the Gripen deal's significance. Aviation historians, former Arrow engineers, and defense analysts have drawn parallels between the two programs, celebrating the continuation of Canada's ambition in aerospace technology. Exhibitions, documentaries, and online forums frequently reference the Arrow when discussing the Gripen, framing the new acquisition as a spiritual successor to the iconic Interceptor. This cultural resonance reinforces national pride, reminding Canadians that, while history had setbacks, contemporary efforts can honor and extend the country's legacy of technological excellence. The Gripen deal merges operational necessity, industrial strategy, and cultural symbolism into a transformative project for Canada. Looking ahead, the Gripen deal positions Canada for long-term technological and strategic advantages. The Arrow, though a symbol of Canadian ingenuity, ultimately became a lesson in how political and economic pressures can curtail even the most ambitious aerospace projects. The Gripen, however, represents a more pragmatic and collaborative approach. By combining Swedish design, Rolls Royce engine expertise, and Canadian industrial participation, Canada ensures that it acquires not just a fighter jet, but a sustainable program that can evolve over decades. This approach provides operational reliability, cost efficiency, and a framework for future upgrades, ensuring that the Canadian Air Force remains equipped to face evolving threats well into the 21st century. The cultural significance of the Gripen acquisition cannot be overstated. Canadians who grew up hearing stories of the Arrow now see a tangible connection to that legacy in the form of a modern multi-role fighter. Museums, media outlets, and educational programs have highlighted this link, emphasizing continuity between past ambition and present capability. Former engineers who worked on the Arrow have expressed satisfaction in seeing Canada once again participate meaningfully in advanced aerospace projects, noting that the Gripen offers a sense of redemption and fulfillment for a chapter of history that ended prematurely. This cultural and emotional dimension transforms the acquisition from a simple procurement into a story of national pride and perseverance. Industrial benefits extend beyond engineering and maintenance. The Gripen deal involves local workshops, technical training, and component production, creating jobs and fostering expertise in regions that previously benefited from the Arrow program. By keeping Canadian talent engaged in high-tech aerospace work, the country avoids brain drain and cultivates a new generation of skilled engineers and technicians. The knowledge transfer associated with Rolls Royce engine maintenance and software integration ensures that Canada develops capabilities that can support future aerospace projects independently, echoing the self-reliance aspirations of the Arrow era, but within a modern, globally integrated framework. Operationally, the Gripen enhances Canada's Air Force capabilities in a way that balances performance, flexibility, and cost. Its multi-role capacity allows for effective defense, precision strike, reconnaissance, and interoperability with allied forces. Modern avionics, radar systems, and electronic warfare suites ensure that Canadian pilots can respond to both conventional and emerging threats with confidence. This operational readiness addresses a key lesson from the Arrow program. Possessing cutting-edge technology is only meaningful if it can be reliably deployed in real-world conditions. With the Gripen, Canada now has a fleet that is not only advanced, but practical and sustainable over the long term. In conclusion, Canada's acquisition of the Gripen, supported by Rolls Royce, represents more than just a modernization of its Air Force. It is a revival of the Avro Arrow legacy, connecting past ambition with present capability, industrial growth, and national pride. By learning from history and leveraging international partnerships, Canada ensures that its aerospace sector, military readiness, and technological expertise remain robust for decades to come. The Gripen deal stands as a symbol of continuity, ambition, and strategic foresight, a reminder that while the Arrow story was cut short, Canada's pursuit of aerospace excellence is alive and thriving once again.